Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the grounds since early this morning. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ace, as we'll see the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the offense on first down. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They're going to ride this running back. Breaks the tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. Hands it off. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to take off. Ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got a little space. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Claiborne. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's the end of the first quarter. Virginia 14, Wake Forest 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. A serendipitous turn of events off the deflection, and they turn it into a first down.
And sometimes it's just going to be your day. And sometimes those bounces go your way. And he does right here. I mean, it's a nice job by the defense getting a hand on the football, but the ball bounces to the wide receiver. He makes the play and gets the first down.
Power football with the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to Brown. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. On the move, he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
Number 18.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder...
Oh, look out! He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to throw. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Rogers made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got his man on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wake.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. They'll run play action. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Spinderella. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of...
Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Virginia, 21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got up.
Brings it in down the left side. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Mays. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed behind the line, it's Claiborne. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Cavalier. And that one will give them the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Fighting off the defender. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Past the sticks.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Takes the handoff. It's Claiborne. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Toss to the outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Virginia, 35, 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense coughs it up. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense. Continue to chase that QB.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the off.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Cavaliers are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Grab near the marker. It's Mays. And the Demon Deacons have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Bachmeier. He's taking the shot. Fires the pass, intercepted. Into the spin cycle and forward. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Green. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Slings it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what an elite team does. They